Question 5. Jump rope is 5 yards long. How long is the jump rope in feet? So they know it's 5 yards, but they want to know in feet. Our fact, our equivalent measure about yards and feet, that 1 yard is equal to 3. So I've got to plan this out. If 1 yard is equal to 3 feet, well, I can use that to figure out, feet shouldn't be on the top. Be yards on the top. But if 1 yard is the same as 3 feet, I can use that to figure this problem out. When they measured the jump rope, it wasn't just 1 yard, it was 5 yards. So if I was going to use multiplication, change the number 1 into the number 5, what would I multiply it with? Bailey? What would I use to multiply it, Bailey? 1 times what? Change it to 5. Need some help, Bailey?
Nothing's wrong.
Okay, so what would it be, Bailey? 1 times what would change it to 5?
Well, 5 times 1 would equal 5.
Hmm? It's the same way. Multiplication doesn't matter which number is in the front.
Okay.
We multiply times 5, and if we're being fair, that means we have to multiply our feet by 5 too. 3 times 5. So who can tell me how many feet would that be? 3 times 5 would give me how many feet? Kylie, how many feet?
15.
15 feet. So my answer, my answer choice, I guess, should be answer choice F.
F.
15. Always be careful on any kind of measuring question when they give you answer choices. Sometimes what they'll do is try to trick you by putting the number 15, but then they put 15 yards. Now in this case, they didn't try that, thankfully, but feet. They weren't too sneaky here. But always be careful on any kind of measuring question that you are using the right type of unit. Okay, this next problem looks kind of familiar. Looks like something we did yesterday. So for this next one, we're going to need to grab our rulers because we're going to do a little measuring. In the diagram below, the line segments represent 4 parts of a path at a dog park. Use the ruler provided to measure the length of each line segment to the nearest inch. Okay, so I use my ruler. I can't use the centimeter side. I have to use the inches side. Like we've talked about before, when I measure, I need to start on 0. Can't start anywhere else. We're going to measure this path here. This first part. How long is that first part of this path? How many inches? Alexa?
2 inches.
Okay. 2. Okay. Try this next part. See how this. Okay. How long is this next part? Kaylee? How long would it be, Kaylee?
1 inch.
1 inch. Now this third part. This is a pretty long looking part. See how long this is. How long is the third part? Kylie?
3.
3 inches. Okay. And the last part. Oh man. Last part is really long. How many inches long is this last part? Kylie?
4.
4 inches. Always make sure whenever you're measuring something, we can't just say the number, we have to say what it is. 4. Question 6 says, measure the total length of the path to the nearest inch. Total length just means that if I took all these lines and I stuck them end to end, how long would it be? We can add these up. 2 plus 1. What's 2 plus 1? Chase? 3. 3. I'm going to add the next part. 3 plus 3. What's 3 plus 3? Noah?
6.
6. Okay. And I've got one last part. 6 plus 4. What's 6 plus 4? Alexa?
6 plus 4 is 10.
10. 10 what, Alexa?
10 feet?
Not feet. What do we measure using? Inches. So the total length would be 10 inches. Just like yesterday. This page says that this picture isn't actually how big the dog park is. Of course it's not. It's way too small for any dogs to fit. Even a puppy might cover up this entire park right here on this paper. So they say in real life, every single inch that we measured in real life is 4 feet. So, what could I do to change it from inches to feet? If this was in real life and they want to know how long it is in real life, what would I do? What have we been using to change our units around? What operation? And all of these problems on the last page we were doing, what operation do we keep using? Chase? We use multiplication. So I know that in the picture, this is only 10 inches. But they told me that in real life, 1 inch equals 4 feet. I'm going to multiply 10 times 4. What's 10 times 4? Violet?
40
40. And now it's not inches anymore. It's 40 what, Violet?
feet.
40 feet.